concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be. I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
This is a simple game. You throw the ball, you hit the ball, you catch the ball. You got it.
Welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Real estate real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured. Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. WKAC wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to WKAC1080.com throughout the school year and click on the Tailgate Talk icon to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a T-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is former Tennessee and NFL punter Craig Colquitt, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And good Saturday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live from the plushest studios of Applebee's restaurant this Saturday morning, alongside our producer extraordinary Tim Lambert, and Adam 12, Adam Dotson. I am Jay Vassar, Tojo Jay Vassar. We want to welcome you this morning to our show. We got a big lineup, and good morning, Adam. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here, as always.
So have you gotten a chance to check out
Adam 12. That's exactly what it is.
Listen, I've talked to a lot of people about it, and everyone gives me the same response. It's like, oh, you ever seen Dragnet? And I'm like, nah, I still got to see Dragnet. But no, I've got a lot of good responses about it, so I'm happy to have that as the nickname.
We got a good show for you today. It's like I said, jam-packed Super Bowl weekend. Our Los Angeles Rams cheerleader, we know that Miss Jennifer Cobb will join us alongside Cincinnati Bengals. Excuse me, it's early. Former linebacker Mr. Reggie Williams. He's been on the show before. First timer, Tim got a hold of him this past week. The head athletic trainer and director of sports medicine for the Bengals, Mr. Paul Sparling. He'll join us alongside Clay Freak Daddy Coleman. He'll talk about the game last night and talk about T-Bone's wrestling yesterday in Birmingham. And one of our local professional golfers, Lee Hodges, will join us. He Lee's off this week. He's been playing the last few weeks, and I guess he needed a little break. So, we'll talk to him along with AP Steadham, and we'll have Coach Brett Nave. He's the East Limestone softball girls coach. He'll join us live here in the studio. And a lot more stuff going on. You can call or text us at 256-812-1848, or that's 256-812-1TGT. Find us online at tailgatetalk.net. Twitter and Instagram is Tailgate Talk AL. Facebook and MeWe is Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Parlor is Tailgate Talk. Subscribe to the Applebee's Tailgate Talk YouTube channel. Amazon Echo, say Alexa,
play Tailgate Talk.
Google Home, say, okay, Google, play
Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'll miss that guy. Download the Tailgate Talk app for Android and iPhone, powered by the Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. Look for Applebee's Tailgate Talk on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google, Spotify, and other popular podcast platforms. And
yes, we are on Spotify.
We're not banned.
We have not
like
been.
Joe Rogan and Neil Young. Our special guest segments will be brought to you by Yellowhammer Roofing, and all of our guests are on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. And a lot of scores, the area tournament championship games wrapping up. And Tim, I think you got the rundown.
All right, scores and more brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Area basketball finals last night. The Tanner girls defeated Hatton 46-35. Actually, both teams got wins over Hatton last night.
Yep.
The boys also won 65-62. James Clemens pulled out a win over Austin 69-65. Hazel Green beat Athens girls 61-32, and the Clements boys lost to Lauderdale County 63-42. Sub-regionals will start on Monday. Athens girls play Scottsboro. East Limestone plays, and this is all girls here. First off, East Limestone plays Lawrence County. Elkmont plays Phil Campbell. Lauderdale County plays Vinemont. Lindsay Lane plays Skyline. Tanner girls take on Mars Hill, and West Limestone will play Deschler. Now, that's Monday. Tuesday, Clements boys will play Danville. Lauderdale County plays East Lawrence. Tanner boys plays Sheffield. And then on Thursday, James Clements boys plays Thompson in the regionals. They don't have a sub-regional, 7A. So,
right.
Soccer from yesterday. Athens girls lost to Foley. They're in the Southern Shootout down there in Foley. They lost 7-1. Elkmont girls beat Hamilton 8-1, and the Tanner JV boys got by Elkmont 4-3. And we'd like to say congratulations to East Limestone's Jordan Gardner. He will continue his football career at LaGrange. Ho, 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 ho. So there you go. Scores and more brought to you by P4.
Any upcoming guests for next few weeks?
Don't know yet.
Don't know yet. Okay.
It was all I could. It was all I could do this week. I told you as late as yesterday. I had, other than Clay and AP, I had one guest, and that was Jennifer Cobb. And so But then by last night, it was just like, okay, I was fighting them off after that. Paul Sparling didn't get in touch with me till late last night and said he was coming on. And I didn't think he was going to answer me, so I contacted Reggie Williams, and he's like, yeah, I'll come on. And then 10 minutes later, here comes Paul. So I was like, okay, we'll cram you into that square hole there.
So is Reggie out there too?
Yeah. I don't know if he's out there. I didn't ask him.
Okay.
It was probably 10:30 when I messaged him. I said, "Hey, can you come on?" He's like, "Yeah." So he may not be out there. He may just be, like the rest of us watching it on TV.
I'd like to be out there.
Yeah, we all would.
Yeah, but here we
remotely.
Yeah, Jennifer may be out there. I know AP's been posting stuff from out there. And of course, Paul is out there too. So we're getting.
We're just
folks up early, I guess.
We're just left out.
Yep.
But it's a jam-packed show. We got to get things going, get everybody in, and get what questions we need to be asked. So we're going to take a quick break. You listen to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 WKAC.
Go to your Amazon Echo and say Play Tailgate Talk, or your Google Home device and say Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and hear the show in crystal clear quality. We'll be back with more Tailgate Talk after this. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249.
The new year is upon us, and 2022 gives you too many reasons to upgrade. With Ardmore Telephone Company's broadband internet, you will be more productive working from home, enjoy seamless streaming, and blast your competition with more bandwidth. There are too many benefits to list. Upgrade your internet service today. Call ATC at 800-830-9946. New internet customers get the first month free.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with a Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is David Cobb, girls basketball coach at Athens Bible School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show.
So you're a control freak?
It's just a freak show anyway.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. And that intro means it's none other than Clay, Freak Daddy Coleman. Clay, how you doing this morning, buddy?
Doing good. Get a good victory last night with the Havoc, and ready for a round two against one of the teams that's always good to beat in the Peoria Rivermen.
Yes, sir.
Not wrestling this morning. Is that over with?
Well, no, he's it's one of these things. I guess the double-edged sword of my life that sometimes I'm got too many irons in the fire, and sometimes those paths cross. And so T-Bone is in Birmingham, and with me having hockey and other things, he's on his own down there, which I hate because I'm one of those dads that I love to be all in it. So we're texting back and forth and FaceTiming and everything to do that. He's got a match coming up at 1:15 today, but it's going to be the odds of him making it to state probably aren't as good. I think he's going to win 3 matches today. His record is 5-9, but the kid he's going up against is 6'2", 305 pounds, and his record is 39-9. So I'm trying to be a little realistic with it. T-Bone will be start focusing on football. I think that will be the next step.
Sound like they made it sign that guy for the Havoc one day.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's the one thing with him. He's I hope that at some point, I think we've kind of talked about this, like for the wrestling side of things, it's, you got a 225 is the last weight class that they start, making you hit weight, and then after that, you're in the 285 class. So, Timothy is I think he weighed in this morning at like 238. So, having to go up against a 305 it's tough. So I told him today, I was like, okay, you're definitely in better shape than he is, so you're going to have to kind of stall a little bit and wear him down, make him start breathing hard.
Do a little rope-a-dope.
Yeah, a little strike. Yeah.
But as you said, great win last night, shootout win, 3-2, and Nickelodeon night tonight.
Yeah, tonight's the Rugrats night, which is always, it's could be possibly the ugliest jersey I've ever seen, beside maybe the emoji night that we did a few years back. But the league does, kind of goes in partnerships with different companies, and Nickelodeon is one of those. So we will be Rugrats this evening with I don't even know the name of the dinosaur, but it's a big ugly dinosaur.
It's Reptar.
Reptar, yeah.
Yeah, so my kids weren't into Rugrats, so
mine either.
I didn't get to do that. But yeah, last night was good, and we played well and had a chance to win in regulation, but they scored a goal. But then after our guys kind of made a mistake, we showed the replay, which we do most times, and even though you're not allowed to use a replay, but the replay clearly showed that it was not a goal, so that triggered the Peoria guys to go nuts, and they went and looked at it, and it was, didn't look at the replay, but talked to the goal official, and it wasn't a goal, and went to overtime, and then the shootout, and it was kind of fitting, Cy Nutkovich and Alec Hageman with Peoria have been battling it out for the points lead in the league right now, and they were tied last night at 51, and Cy got a point last night with the goal, the shootout goal, which he also passed Stuart Steffen. Now he's got 290 points.
Wow.
So he's got the most points of any Havoc player all time, so that was kind of a cool thing that happened last night. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so Cy's a great guy, so it's good to see that, and we're still plugging away. I mean, we definitely, that number one seed would mean a lot, just to be able to have that home ice advantage.
Yeah.
And right now we're 3 points ahead of Knoxville, and then 6 points ahead of Peoria.
Yeah.
But Peoria, because of a lot of the scheduling issues that happened early on with Quad City and some ice rink issues, they did not have some games, so they're at 35 games played. So there's 3 games in hand. So kind of do the math. The hockey math is kind of different, but you kind of look at that and say, okay, well, 3 games they haven't played, you kind of got to give them the benefit of the doubt that they would win those. So there would be your 6 points. So pretty much they would be tied with us if you kind of looked at it that way. So, but play them again tonight, and like I said, any of the fans that don't know a lot about hockey, the spillover into the second night is always
the best night
always
to go.
different. So there was some kind of roughness going on last night, but they didn't fight. But yeah, it'll carry over tonight. So come pack the VBC and watch a good hockey game.
Yeah, it should be good. Me and the boys are coming, and Coach Legg's coming as well. So we're excited. Like I said, we've been busy with our kids playing ball and stuff. So we finally got a night where we can go and have a good time and hopefully see the Havoc win and get those 2 points, very needed 2 points to get ahead of Knoxville.
It's built some momentum, and it's crazy how quick it's kind of gone. The season is starting to wind down, and this, like I said, this is the time where you really start finding your own. The good thing is our goalie Hunter Vorva, who was injured there for a little bit, but he stepped up and was filling in for Max Milasic, who's doing very well in Toledo. Hunter's kind of finding his own. So bad thing is we haven't really seen much of the backup, so we need him to stay alive. And people that like hockey too, the big thing is you got the game tonight. Well, the next game will be the Wiener Dog race on February 26th, because speaking of wrestling, next weekend the Alabama State Championship is held at the Von Braun Center. So if you ever want to see something cool, it's actually a pretty cool event that they put on at the VBC. So next weekend, if you'd like to check out high school wrestling inside the Von Braun Center, you could do that and check it out. But yeah, not another game until the 26th. So get your hockey tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha. Well, so you were talking a little bit about the hockey math. So right now, do you know what number you all need to get to where you would clinch that home ice advantage?
I haven't really, honestly, I haven't looked to see where we are to clinch the home ice side. We're pretty close to at least clinching getting into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, they put the top 8 teams in. So as long as we can technically stay within the top 1, 2, or 3 would probably start, the playoffs at home, but then you would, advance on. But holding on to that number 1 seed would give you, home ice all the way through. So we're probably, like I say, I think we're 20. Let's see. Trying to do my math in my head. I'm from Kentucky, so I struggle with a little bit of bit of math there. So we are about 16 or 17 games left.
Okay.
Total. So we probably, like I said, that overall number 1 seed, as close as we are in points, could come down even to the final weekend. So that would be hard to say. But like I said, with the 8 teams going in, it's always you'd have the 1 versus 8, the 2 versus 7, and go that way. So the top 4 would still get that initial home ice.
Yeah, and you talked a little bit about how important home ice would be, and I think that for some teams in any sport, that home field, home court, home ice, whatever you want to call it, means more for some teams than it does for others. And I think in the case of the Havoc, with you all having such a good atmosphere at your home games, I think home ice would even mean that much more for a team like you all than it would necessarily for another team that maybe doesn't have that same home atmosphere.
Oh, absolutely. And then the other advantage is, that when you get into a playoff scenario, so you have that advantage, and then what a lot of teams will do, because it'll be the best of 3 series will be your playoff, right? So if you have the advantage, you can pretty much, depending on your building availability, that's thing that a lot of people get upset with at the VBC a little bit is that they think that hockey's way bigger than it is at times. But if there's something going on at the VBC, like, say, a monster truck show or something that they've already pre-scheduled, it kind of makes it hard. That's why we've had to play some games down at the Iceplex. But if you have that advantage, you can say, okay, well, game 1, we're going to play at your place. And then game 2 and 3 is at ours. So it's really hard to beat teams twice if they're, to get that advantage.
Right.
So, and then some, but even some coaches have different philosophies. Some people will do, hey, we'll play one at ours and then go to yours and, at least have that one final thing. So there's some coaches have different schemes, but I love that where, hey, we beat you at your home. Now you really are against the wall when you come back for ours for 2. So, yeah, just that advantage is important. But like you said, some people, I've talked to Coach Glenn about this, and it's kind of ironic. But, like when you play sports, the atmosphere is the atmosphere, right? So, like if you're Alabama and you're going to play Kentucky at Kentucky, it still gets your own team hyped, too. So some of these teams in the SPHL don't have good home records. So sometimes it may be an advantage to them to say, hey, like, let's go play there because we actually get to play in front of people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it's a neat thing. I mean, I think the SPHL is just a unique environment, and I enjoy it. Like I said, I've never been I grew up college basketball fan, lived in the South, so, kind of naturally would love college football too, but hockey was a unique thing, and it's one of these things where it's like, hey, if you've never tried it, if you've never looked at it, don't go in saying I don't understand it. I mean, heck, I watch college basketball now. There's a lot of things I don't understand. I understand the way they play things now, but just go to the atmosphere and, like I said, and enjoy it. And when you kind of start to figure it out, it's really interesting. And I like the fact too that it's not so lopsided and dominant. You don't see the undefeated teams really that long. So any given night, somebody can have an off night and play. So to me, it's really cool to do it. But yeah, it's got some interesting nuances about the sport, but the fan base here is just absolutely phenomenal. And I mean, I was looking at it. We had the Melissa George night that was a couple weekends ago, and they had the jersey auction at the end of the game, and we had a helmet that Max Malasic we had got together because he was a preemie baby, and even though he's not on our team right now, has been with the team, and they painted up a helmet and auctioned it off for charity, and there was a gentleman that bought the helmet for $10,000.
Wow.
And I was floored, and it really, honestly, was one of those moments where, especially if you have kids, you kind of relate a little bit more than not. But after the game, I just went up to the guy, and I was like, okay, I know a buddy of mine that just got a Tom Brady autographed football helmet, and it's not $10,000. What made you, get this helmet? And he literally pointed to his right, and it was his nephew, and he said, because y'all saved his life. And I was like, okay, this
awesome.
Just put me, I got goosebumps. I almost get goosebumps now talking about it, but
definitely.
That's one thing when you get into the Huntsville Havoc hockey world, you get to see some really cool things. It's definitely more than a sport at times, so it's just a neat thing. So like I said, everybody, I hope they can come out and check it out and enjoy some cool stuff and become a fan. Ticket prices are, they're very affordable compared to having to go to some of these other big sports and pay for some tickets. You're not paying $80 a ticket and hotels and all that. So.
Well, buddy, we'll look forward to seeing you tonight. 518-6160 will get you some tickets. You have to go through.
Absolutely. And the good part about that is that, I'm on the Ticketmaster most wanted list as far as saying this, but when you go online, you have to pay those fees, and a lot of people have gotten used to those because that's kind of how the world has gone. But you can call that phone number; they're there right now, and you can order your tickets, and they'll be for you. We'll call, and the beautiful part is you just pay for the ticket; you don't have to pay for the fee.
We'll see you tonight, buddy. You take care.
Thank you.
Good luck to T-Bone.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Good one.
That's Clay Freak Daddy Coleman. Joining us there. You're listening. We got to take us a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 WKAC.
Congratulations to Jason Barksdale, Kimberly Hargrove, Blake Howell, Karen Lowe, Zach Sturry, and Angela Sides. This week's Howl with the Havoc winners. They each pick up tickets to see the Huntsville Havoc in action this season. Enter your name for our weekly drawing at tailgatetalk.net, and you may be one of our next winners. Tailgate Talk will be right back.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I'm a First National Bank Student Advisory Board member, Rainey Oakley, from Elmont High School. I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great, member FDIC.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair. Broken bones, burns, allergies, asthma, or other such injuries or illnesses may not be life-threatening, but you still don't want to be waiting around forever in the emergency room. A Proxy Urgent Care in Madison provides a fast, pleasant experience for those unwanted occasions. Open 6 days a week, a Proxy Urgent Care accepts most insurance plans. A very affordable self-pay price is available as well. They also offer vaccinations, blood pressure checks, sports physicals, and more. Ask about their at-home COVID test, too. A Proxy Urgent Care, spelled APPROXIE, located at 101 Ivory Place in Madison between Zaxby's and O'Reilly's. Call 325-0236. A Proxy Urgent Care. Check out the WKAC sports page. Go to WKAC1080.com and click on the WKAC sports icon. You can listen to the current sports stream as well as game archives, past coaches shows, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk on demand. If you're on your smartphone, you can stay automatically updated as new items are posted. The WKAC sports page. Another reason why your best source for Limestone County sports is WKAC1080.com and 1080 WKAC.
Hello, this is Paul Spivey, former Alabama Crimson Tide running back, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live here this Saturday morning, alongside our producer extraordinary Tim Lambert and 1 Adam 12 Adam Dotson. I'm Jay Vassar, and we're pleased to welcome our resident professional golfer, Mr. Lee Hodges. Lee, how you doing this morning, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having me on.
Hey, we appreciate you coming on with us. We've been trying to get you back on, and I know you've been busy, and the tour's fast, and you can't get much of your time spent on that, and so we appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, no worries, guys.
I don't understand why he can just take a call from the golf course from us.
Sometimes.
Oh, mate. Dude, just watching that final round of American Express, I know you were kind of nervous, but I was more nervous as a cat with a house full of rocking chairs for you, because I was wanting you to pull that out so bad.
Man, honestly, it's one of those things, like, you go back and look at it, and I mean, honestly, I was never really nervous at all. Like, I don't know why. Like, I guess it's just one of those things that you don't really know how you're going to react till you get in that situation. I was way more nervous the night before, and then I hit that first tee shot, and, it was just golf, something I'd done a million times. So it was an awesome day, and it's probably the most fun I've ever had on the golf course. So hopefully I get to do that sooner rather than later again.
Did it help playing with Paul? Because you know Paul for playing with him?
Yeah, for sure. Me and Paul have our professional golf journey is kind of hand in hand. He's been where I've been the whole time. So every time I've moved up, he's moved up. So and he's an awesome dude, and he's a heck of a freaking competitor as well. So he's an awesome guy and heck of a player.
Yeah, I bet it was. Just talk to me a little bit about how it was playing with someone you're so familiar with, especially with both of y'all being the ultimate competitors. Does it bring out the more competitive side of you playing along someone like that?
For sure. I love Paul. Like, he's one of my best friends but still, that's the people you want to beat the most at some point. So we had a great time. Me and his caddy and him and my caddy are really good friends. So, all four of us were just kind of cutting up the whole day, except for maybe making the turn. The cut-ups kind of stopped a little bit. But
yep.
The first 3 days we played together. We played together every round that tournament, which was pretty special. So it was definitely a fun week, and he definitely brought the best out in me. I think I brought the best out in him, just because we were so close, and you never really want to get beat by your buddies. So. It was fun.
Now your coach Stephen Purrier, he posted some videos before you went to Hawaii, and you had practice rounds there at PGA West, correct?
I did, yeah. I went out. Me and my caddy and Stephen went out 4 days before I left for Hawaii, and we played the courses. So that was definitely a huge help. The last couple of weeks have been kind of hard with that. Being a rookie, we played Palm Springs, which was three courses you had to get used to. Then the next week we had Torrey Pines, which was 2 courses. And then the week after that was the Pebble Beach Pro-Am, which was 3 more courses. So I have definitely played a lot of practice rounds in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And, to give you the benefit of the doubt, especially with Torrey, you only had, maybe 1.5 days of practice rounds because of the early start because of the football games.
Exactly, yeah. So, I just had 1 day. So it was kind of buckle up. Man, that's a great golf course, but it's hard. It is hard.
It looks hard on TV.
It is really hard, but it's a fantastic test of golf. You get tested every part of your game. So hopefully get back there next year a little more familiar to it. I think it sets up nice for the way I play.
So your dad made it to Pebble. He watched you out there at Pebble. Is that right?
He did. Yeah, he did.
So, for us that's never just watched on TV and hadn't played there, what's it like? Is the mystique and all that of playing there?
Yeah, it's a hard. He texted me earlier in the week before he got there and asked me what it was like. I told him it was kind of hard to explain. It's just the most beautiful property you've ever been on. You're just playing along a cliff on the Pacific Ocean for 4.5 hours. So it's a pretty special place, man, and all the history that's gone on there. You get to every hole and you remember a shot that Tiger or Jack or somebody you've seen on TV hit, and it's a special place. It's hard to even describe how beautiful it is.
Yeah, what's it like playing at all these different places that you've probably watched growing up as a kid, and now you're actually out there yourself?
It's really cool, man. It's definitely, you have your moments where you're like, man, I can't even believe I'm playing here, but it's hard during the tournament to kind of think like that because, we're competitors and we're all trying to beat everybody else. So, but I have had a couple moments like that, just, maybe 18 at Pebble and a couple holes at Torrey just from that U.S. Open that Tiger won, just being like, man, this is pretty cool that shot or whatever shot was hit right there. You know what I mean?
Yep. I hear you.
Just talk about your relationship with Robbie. I know you and Robbie been together for a while. Just talk about you're player and caddy, but you're also best of friends.
Yeah. So Robbie Prater, he's actually not my caddy anymore. He hasn't been my caddy for probably 10 months now.
Oh, okay.
So Robbie, for everybody that doesn't know, Alabama Golf Twitter account kind of messed that up.
Okay.
He's actually a sports agent. He's an agent for golfers. He works for a group called Rock Sports Group out of Sea Island, Georgia, and he is crushing it in the agent game. But no, Robbie Prater's my best friend in the world. He is he's my number one guy. So he's tremendously. I wouldn't be where I am today without him. So I love him to death, and I can't thank him enough. And if I ever make a caddy change, he'll be the first person I call.
We've been talking about Jack and Tiger and all them. Did Happy Gilmore play at any of those?
That's a good question.
Right. We haven't played the Waterbury Open yet. So.
Oh, that's great.
What is it? You're out there on the range practicing, and you see like Jordan Speed, Patrick Cantley, guys like that. Just, you've seen them on TV, now you're right there with them. What does that feel like?
That's right. It's sweet, man. And I feel like in the fall I had those moments more of like, hitting balls next to whoever, Adam Scott, Patrick, those kind of guys. But now, now those are my number one competitors. That's who I'm trying to beat every week. So I definitely don't look at them as fondly as I used to. So
right.
They're just the next guy up, I guess. And I just want to beat them. So
is a Honda your next stop?
Well, it was. I just learned today that I'm second alternate for Riviera this week, I guess. So I'm gonna have to fly to LA on Monday and hopefully see if I get in. I'm second alternate, so I need 2 people to drop out. If you know anybody that can hit 2 people in the leg or something.
Oh wow! I'll go out there. We got plenty of people out in LA right now. We'll find someone.
Right.
Hey, 2 of those guys may be some of them guys may be at the Super Bowl and get where they can't make it. So there you go.
I hope so.
And be at Tigers tournament. How a big enjoyment that would be.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I played the at Riviera in 2017, one of those 2. And man, it's an awesome place. So yeah, it'd be really sweet to get in there. So fingers crossed.
We're crossing them for you.
We're hoping for that Cinderella story.
Yeah, right.
I love it. But what I think is really cool about golf is that you get a lot of with it obviously being an individual sport and you being grouped with people, you get a lot of the like interpersonal and personal communications and relationships with these people that you may not see in football or some of these team sports. You're like you're paired with someone who maybe you've followed for a long time. You're right next to them for the entire round, basically. I think that's
right.
I think that's something that's really unique and special about not only individual sports but about golf.
For sure. No, yeah, we make a ton of relationships out there. It's more than any other sport. I would say we have more close friends that are our competitors than many other sports. So it's really fun.
Hey, buddy, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck. We're praying for you and crossing our fingers you can get in at Riviera and get out there and win you one where you can get in the Masters.
That's right. Appreciate you guys.
No pressure. No pressure, though, but get out there and win you one. But, hey, we appreciate you, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, man.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Have a good one.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys as well. Appreciate it.
That was Lee Hodges joining us there on the Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're fixing to take a break. We'll be right back.
You can help Limestone County student-athletes by donating to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Send it in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613, or make it in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. We'll be back with Tailgate Talk after this. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Need custom screen printing or other promotional products? Got You Covered Screen Printing and More in Athens is, well, got you covered. Screen printing, promotional items, stickers, graphic design, vinyl for signs and garments, and other customized products. They also offer local pickup and delivery services, rush orders, volume discounts, and can customize any project to meet your needs. Got You Covered guarantees to get the job done and will work hard to make sure you're completely satisfied. Call today, 444-4500, or stop by and see them at 389 West Sanderford Road in Athens. Got You Covered Screen Printing and More. Be listening for Limestone County area high school baseball action this season from Play Action Sports. Your coverage of ABS, Athens, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Lindsay Lane, and West Limestone online at pasnetwork.net on your Amazon Echo device or on your Play Action Sports app. Afterwards, you can download each game from the archives or stream it on demand. While you're there, check out our schedule of upcoming games. Limestone County area high school baseball from Play Action Sports.
Hi, this is Athens girls basketball coach Tiffany Tucker, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live here from Applebee's. And now joining us is the East Limestone softball coach, Brett Nave. Coach, how you doing?
Good morning, guys. How are y'all?
Doing good. That's Adam Dodson. He's our new guy here. He's from the News Courier. Adam joined on with us about a couple weeks ago. So
good deal.
Well, season's upon us.
Yes, sir. Close.
Yep. Are you ready?
We're getting there. We're getting there. You know, weather's been cooperating this last week or so. And so President's Day is our JV starts President's Day. Us and Ardmore do a little split tournament, half at their place, half at our place. So it's a good way for the young kids to kind of get the season started. So it's my to-do list. It's getting a little smaller and a little smaller, so we're getting there.
So how many seniors you got?
0.
Wow.
Really? This is the youngest team I think I've ever had. Whole program's young. Athletic, but extremely young this time. So I'm anxious to see kind of how we react when we start playing.
Yeah, have y'all had some players step up already in practice? A little bit of leadership.
Yeah, I got a really good 9th grade group, freshman group that got a lot of varsity time last year. Had a lot of injuries last year, and so all of them got some ABs and at least got some innings. So we're not all at least just first time on the field, right, varsity wise, but still depending on a lot of young players this time. I don't mind playing my young ones, but most time you put 1 in, 2 in around a bunch of older kids, but we're throwing them out to the wolves this time, see what happens.
So how many games do you have scheduled so far? I know in baseball and softball it's a lot about dates, more about games, but how many total games do you think you have?
Yeah, with because our pitching rules are so much different than in baseball. You know, if you get hot in a tournament, along with regular season, we'll usually play 40, 45 games.
Right. And so I guess where I'm going with this is, so at the beginning of the season, what do you try to do to maybe make sure you're in a good spot 45 games later at the end of the season?
Right. And the main thing, of course, with us is just consistency. Obviously you don't want to peak at the beginning. You want to try to peak at the end. What's going to be unique about this bunch is just keeping them consistent. Because as young as we're going to be, there's going to be some games where we're going to look like a bunch of 8th and 9th graders, just are. But I also think we're going to surprise some people. Because like I said, I'm really athletic, but it's just, can we maintain, sustain, pitchers throw strikes, play solid defense, and can we continue that, throughout the season? Because tournaments can get long. You may play 2 on a Friday and get hot and play 5 on a Saturday. Yeah. And it's a different world than during the week. During the week you play 1 game here, 1 game there, but.
Right.
do we have that kind of consistency for a 5-game stretch on a Saturday? That's always tough to do.
Right. Any spring break tournaments, anything like that?
Not really traveling anywhere much this time. I'm actually having a kind of a JV middle school tournament at East this time. We've got 2 fields down the backside there that we're going to use, and just trying to get some of those young players some playing time. A lot of times middle school JV kids, you don't get to get them as much because of weather and stuff. But I got 7 more teams coming plus me during that spring break time, so it'd be a good time for some of those young middle school JV players to get a little time in.
Right, and I think what's good about Northern Alabama, Limestone County, is you don't have to go very far to get good softball competition.
You're exactly right.
You don't necessarily, especially with COVID, like you don't necessarily need to do these go down to Gulf Shores for a tournament. Like you can get all the competition you need up here.
Well, and that's straight like I said, Limestone County. Then you head up to Madison and Lauderdale. I mean, you could all 3 of those. There's extremely good softball up there. You could play your entire schedule in those 3 counties. Alone. Gulf Shores started years ago whenever they allowed all the counties to pick when they wanted to have spring break. Those tournaments used to be huge. Yeah. Well, now they're split up so much, and so you may travel all the way down to Gulf Shores and play a team that's 10 minutes from you at home. Because everybody's spring break is so different. Used to when we first started years ago, there may be 65, 70 teams in those tournaments. Now you go down there, it's 15. It's not as glamorous as it used to be when years ago when we started going down there.
100%. I think what so when I went to Bob Jones, and so I played baseball at Bob Jones, and we always went to Gulf Shores for those tournaments, and we'd play like Smith Station, or we'd play like Foley or people like that. But like it's like you said now, and that was only 10 years ago, right. And it is even different then than it is now. And like we brought up, COVID really hasn't helped the situation, but it's almost like, why do that when you can just stay here and play Ardmore?
Yes.
Or stay here and play James Clemens?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the competition in North Alabama in softball is really, really good. I mean, from 1A to 7A, you can find good competition, right here. And most of the tournaments we go to, you see different people that you may not see every single weekend. But you're going to see quality people. There's not many tournaments that we go to that's going to have quality teams in them.
Right.
Now, you and Mary Jane are the deans of county softball now.
Is dean's the word we're using? Is that going to be
because ball moved up? So
yeah.
So y'all the mainstays now.
Yeah, this is 22 for me. Coach Hobbs got me by a couple of years, but yeah, this is 22 for me. Yeah, I like the word dean. Thank you. That makes it sound a little bit better. Yeah.
What's she got this year?
Talked to her a little bit. I think she's going to be a little young as well. She's got a couple seniors, but I think her talk of the day, I think she's going to be a little bit young as well. I think it's 29 or 30 for her. So, we try to talk a couple days a week, just trying to make sure have you done this yet? And have you done this yet? And making sure we're keeping on the same to-do list, trying to make sure we got everything covered.
Now, is Ardmore going to be like they usually are? Are they
they're going to be solid again. They graduated a couple seniors here and there, but he's got a good 10th, 11th grade group. But they ought to be. Coach Sparkman's a good coach, like I said, replacing Coach Ball, and they'll be good again. Yeah, they'll be solid again. Got the returning pitchers coming back, and they'll be ready to rock and roll again. Be tough competition right there.
Yeah, well, I think it's good that you're getting that competition early on, especially when you have a young group. It will,
yes.
I think it was something that will benefit you down the line.
Yeah, like I said, when we go into area play, we always feel pretty comfortable. The difference in us in baseball is, on the weekends you're going to see 3 or 4 different teams every weekend. Then when you go play somewhere that are going to get you ready, different types of pitching. You may see a 7A one day, and the very next game see a 3A. Right. But you're going to see good competition. In pitching wise, that gets you ready for that area tournament, that regional tournament, to get to make it.
Yeah, and speaking of pitching, who should we be looking out for East Limestone with pitching?
I got a 9th grade pitcher named Laura Looney. That would be my number 1. She pitched a little bit last year for us on the varsity team. I'm replacing 4 seniors from last year. 3 of them moved on to the next level. So not only did leadership's another thing. We're trying to get that next. Who are they going to be? And I think that'll come out as the season goes on. But losing those 4 seniors that knew exactly what I needed, what I wanted, and of course, then obviously they had the talent to move on to that next level. Like I said, this is going to be a different season for us. I have a catcher, Amaya Green, another 9th grader, and she is a really good athlete. So like I said, I got some really good players. It's just our experience level. That's what's 20 games in, I'll see where we're going to be.
Right, and I guess the good thing about playing 45 games is by the time you get 30 games in, 40 games in, they're not really freshmen
exactly
anymore. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think, like I said, last year you look back and because I had some injuries, I kind of look back now and it was kind of a good thing they got some time. Yeah. They're just not their first at bat. They got 15, 20 at bats. So they played 10 games. They started some games for us. So it's not like most of them didn't at least get some experience last year, which looked like last year as I'm having to play these young kids to fill some gaps, but now I'm looking at it as it was a good thing coming in for this year.
Yep.
So.
You were talking about tournaments earlier, and that kind of turned my mind to travel ball. Mm-hmm. And I know some kids do both, but do you see any maybe erosion in your turnout, maybe due to travel ball?
Most of our players, I would say 85-90% of my players play. And in my opinion, it's a good thing because they keep a glove in their hand. Yeah. Long as you take a break here and there. And, of course, in the fall, we're mainly just working out. So I try to give their arms a rest because I know they've played another 60 games this summer. Some of them even play in the fall. Yeah. But for us, it's kind of been a good thing for us because they keeps that glove in their hand, keeps that bat in their hand year round, and also, they're not just getting info from me. Yeah. It's time. Sometimes it's good to not see. I see them 9 months a year. Yeah. It's good sometimes to get it from somebody else and, go to their organization. So most of our, I've been lucky over the years, most of our girls play some form of travel ball. Yeah. And to me, it helps us because it keeps them constantly, moving forward in that direction.
Yeah. I see there's some kind of mixed feelings, about that.
Right.
Situation. So.
Yeah, I think as far as travel ball goes with baseball and softball, I think some people are a little hesitant about maybe the clickiness it can create with some players playing on one travel ball team, some playing on the others. But I agree with you. I think that anytime you can get outside perspectives and also, like you said, keep a glove in their hand, keep a bat in their hand.
Well, I've always told our parents and our players, school ball is for the community. It's people that you grow up with, people that you're supporting the school with. I always tell them, you promote yourself in travel ball.
Right.
You're going to those exposure tournaments, and you're hoping that some of those college coaches are looking at you. But school ball is you grew up with somebody.
Yep.
And for 12 years, if you luck up and you win a state title, those are memories you make with those people that you've went K through 12 with. Yeah. Travel ball, it may be somebody you just meet on a random weekend, but you're still playing, but you're promoting yourself that way. And to me, that's what travel ball is all about, is trying to go to those exposure tournaments and get seen.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I think travel ball definitely has its place, but you don't dream about winning a travel ball championship.
Exactly.
You win about winning a championship at East Limestone.
And we've been, my parents and my girls have been really good over the years of knowing the difference. Yeah. Like I said, it's such a special thing to be able to play for your local high school and make memories with those people. And like Jay's got people that he's friends with to this day because of those kind of things. Like I said, I think most of my parents and my players know the difference. You play that travel ball to get seen. You play school ball to the community to be seen. Yep. In the school to get some limelight and make those memories with classmates.
Yeah. Well, buddy, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck this season.
Yes, sir.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
It was Coach Brett Nave with East Limestone softball team. We're going to take us a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 WKAC.
This is Joanna for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your Bible classes. Our best-selling Bible curriculum, Discovering God's Way, is a reliable tool for teaching students of all ages through the Bible in its entirety. We're sure you'll love this curriculum, and if you'd like to see other options of Bible classes, we'll be happy to help you select from our topical studies. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class today. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications Publications. Taking his hand, helping each other home.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens. Your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
The new year is upon us, and 2022 gives you too many reasons to upgrade. With Ardmore Telephone Company's broadband internet, you will be more productive working from home, enjoy seamless streaming, and blast your competition with more bandwidth. There are too many benefits to list. Upgrade your internet service today. Call ATC at 800-830-9946. New internet customers get the first month free.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings at 10 as we announce the weekly winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is Daryl Furman, former linebacker at the University of Alabama, Crimson Tide. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. I'm Jay Vassar alongside our producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, 1 Adam 12 Adam Dodson, and we're on our special guest hotline, making communities great, First National Bank. We have the head athletic trainer and director of sports medicine for the Cincinnati Bengals, Mr. Paul Sparling. Paul, are you busy right now?
Well, we're a little bit busy. Most of the hard work's been done the past couple of days, so we're preparing for a little game we're going to have tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds great.
Paul, I've been telling my friends, the media, everybody's picking L.A. to win, but I was at the Tennessee game. I watched the Kansas City game. The Bengals have that momentum that, it just takes one more and they can win it all. I just think the Bengals are going to win this game.
Hello?
Are you still there?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. I got you back.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear the question?
I sure did. Yeah, I mean, as Joe Burrow said, we're tired of being the underdog, but it doesn't there. And so these guys have shown a tenacity, and I've told other people before, we were down 21-3 in the first half of the Kansas City game. Not that that's a good place to be, but I was amazed by the there was no despair on the sidelines, and at halftime there wasn't screaming, yelling, crying, pouting, or anything like that. It was just, this is what we need to do, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it. And to the kids' credit, they went out and did it.
Now, I read an article earlier today or yesterday that said that way back in high school, maybe junior high school, you had mentioned you're the head athletic trainer of the Bengals now, and you had told one of your friends that that's what you wanted to do way back then.
Well, it's kind of funny. If you've got a brief minute here, I'll just tell you, I wanted to be in sports in junior high, and I figured out, didn't take too long, I was too small to play football, too short to play basketball, and I couldn't hit a curveball. So my athletic endeavor options were limited. And I happened to have a coach that asked me about athletic training. I didn't know what it was. Again, you're talking 50 years ago. And I said, sure, I'm interested in it. He sent out for a home correspondence course.
Wow.
And I learned about pulled hamstrings and strawberries and Charlie horses and things like that. And I just fell in love with it. I was a 9-letter winner in high school as an athletic trainer student for football, basketball, and track. And I had a classmate that asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I remember telling him, my goal is to become the head athletic trainer for the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's awesome.
And I just kind of came off the top of my head. But I ended up going to Wilmington College, which is where the Cincinnati Bengals at that time held their training camp. I did it with the hopes of maybe having an opportunity to meet the head athletic trainer and just to say I at least met him. And I ended up getting hired as a training camp laundry boy. Between my freshman and sophomore years, they found out I was an athletic training student and not just some slap kid looking for a summer job. And kind of worked my way in. The equipment manager said, start helping me in here. And the head athletic trainer said, start helping me in here, when he found out I could tape ankles, mix Gatorade, and kind of the rest is history. But I owe so much to so many people that gave me the opportunity, especially Mike Brown and Marv Pollins, who was the head athletic trainer at the time, who kind of took me under his wing.
Well, what year was that when you first started with the Bengals?
It would have been 1979 was my first year with the team.
Okay. So you've been through it all.
I have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, and for about a decade and a half, we had a lot of ugly.
And here you are. Here you are in the Super Bowl now.
Here we go. I was in Detroit when we played Pontiac when we played the 49ers. I was in Miami when we played the 49ers again, and I never thought I'd have an opportunity to see this again. In fact, when Joe Burrow and Zach Taylor came on board, I told both of them, I said, you know what, guys, I'm late in the fourth quarter. I'm not planning on going into overtime. And I'd really appreciate it if we'd have an opportunity to go for this one more time. If you could do anything to help me, I'd appreciate it. What can I say? They delivered. Now we just have to finish the job.
And I think it's pretty incredible just what you all have done, especially with Joe Burrow only being in his second year. So could you talk to me?
He is a special guy. Let me tell you, he has got the it factor. And I don't know what it is, but he is so unique. I've told people he reminds me a little bit of Boomer. He reminds me a little bit of Kenny, but he's got a whole lot of Joe in him. And he is just such a focused guy. Adversity doesn't hold him down. I remember after he was injured in Washington and tore his ACL, I got on the bus with him. I said, you know, Joe, my kind of rule of thumb is guys get 24 hours to pout. And then we need to focus on forward. And he looked at me and he says, there's no pouting. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you're going to find any pouting.
Yeah, that's the approach he's taken with everything. And he's not a screamer. He's not a yeller. Boomer would get in guys' faces. Joe doesn't do that. Joe just lets his actions speak for themselves. And the guys are committed to doing things the right way, the way he does it. They follow his example, and he's not the only one. We've got a lot of other good players on this team that they feed off of each other. I don't see any sense of selfishness amongst, for example, the receivers, since there's only one football and only one guy can catch it at a time. But there's a commitment to work with each other and understand that you get your opportunities, and when you get them, you take advantage of them. And that's the epitome of a team.
And Paul, he can sling it like David Klingler too.
Oh my! He's got a bullet. He can fire bullets, and it very quickly became apparent to me why I was not a wide receiver, because he will take your fingers off if you let him.
And it helps too. Playing with Jamar Chase in college too, that helps out a whole lot.
It's amazing the chemistry that they had. It's like it never stopped. And remember, Jamar didn't play for a year.
Right.
Yeah.
And Joe had already been here for a year.
Right.
But when they hooked up, it was like two old friends coming back together, and they didn't miss a beat. And you add that with T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, and then C.J. Azuma. I mean, he's got so many weapons to pick from, and then it's exciting to see it.
Yeah, and so you brought up Uzama real quick, and I think it's absolutely incredible that he's going to be playing in this game tomorrow after the injury he had.
Well, I will tell you this. The normal timeline we had predicted, one of the things that we're asked to do is to have a crystal ball for ownership. and when a guy goes down, when are we going to get him back? And we had projected that he would be back on the field early September, and he was there. But being back and being fully back are two different things.
Right.
I think he'll tell you he had to get some of his confidence back during training camp and during the early part of the season. He did. He knocked off the rust, and once they got into sync, it is no turning back. and he's not had a problem with that knee since.
You said you started there in '79. I think you may have crossed paths with the guest we're going to have on after you, Reggie Williams.
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. Reggie was the mayor. Yeah, Reggie was a great guy. Just a guy from Dartmouth, smarter than everybody else in the room, but just a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal person. And I remember Reggie well. He was a epitome of a fighter on the field, but he took care of himself and just really a neat person. Has had a stellar career after football as well.
So as far as becoming an athletic trainer, I guess it's more to it nowadays than taking a correspondence course.
Yeah, much more than that. I mean, I've got my bachelor's degree and my master's degree, and now actually doctors of athletic training. There's a doctorate program you can go through, and a lot of people don't understand, and they think that the athletic trainer is just the one taping ankles and mixing Gatorade, because that's what that's what people see and think of. But there's a whole lot of education behind it, injury evaluation. You're dealing with rehabilitation. You're dealing with all health issues. Most athletic trainers were thrown into the COVID turnstile over the last couple of years. I was the infection control officer for the team, so one of my responsibilities was to try to keep the team healthy as best we could. So there's a lot of education behind it, and a lot of responsibility and accountability. You're responsible for all the medical records, coordinating the physicians, just handling that entire piece of it. We kind of kiddingly say that anytime there's a new director from the NFL, bank on the athletic trainers being responsible for it. But we do it, we get it done, and I've got a great group of guys that work with me, assistant athletic trainers and team physicians that work with me collectively as a team, and I've got a great ownership. I've been blessed. One of the reasons I've been able to stay here as long as I have is because it's a family-owned and operated business, and they recognize loyalty, dedication, and commitment to the cause. A lot of other guys, friends of mine that were in the league, are gone because of coaches coming in or general managers coming in, or even new ownership that comes in and decides they just want to clean house. Not because anybody did anything wrong, but they just want their own people in there.
Right.
And I've been blessed in that regard, and I know it.
Yeah, well, I think the city of Cincinnati, are you all becoming really known for sports medicine? Because I know the University of Cincinnati has a really good sports medicine program. I talked to someone in their department, and it seems like the city itself is really becoming known for the field of sports medicine.
Well, we kind of think so, and we've taken students not only from University of Cincinnati, but from other areas that have excellent programs as well, like the Northern Kentucky University, College of Mount St. Joe, Wilmington College, Cedarville University, which are all suburbs, if you will, of Cincinnati. That it's really neat to see how much does come from greater Cincinnati as it relates to that. We've got great physicians, and I'm blessed to have a number of good consultants that we can use if we've got a guy that has a neck problem or a shoulder problem or a hand problem, a foot problem. I mean, I've got a roster of excellent physicians and physical therapists that we can call on if we need to adjunct what we've already got on our staff.
Yeah, I got a deep roster.
Yes, I do, and don't think it's important to have those guys on your roster, but it's also important to have guys warming up in the bullpen.
There you go. There you go.
Just like players end up, retiring and moving on, physicians do too. So I'm always trying to, stay a couple steps ahead and plan. If this person were to move on or decide they didn't want to do this anymore, who would be the next person that I would think of? So I try to keep my fingers on the pulse, and just that's kind of my job as the director of sports medicine administration, is just to kind of keep the train on the tracks. I tell people that I'm the orchestra conductor. I've played all the instruments. I know how to do them, but I've got a great staff that does it for me now, and my job is to make sure we're all playing great music together and getting the job done. And like I said, I could not be doing what I'm doing, and we could not be having the success that we're having without great people working alongside me, as well as all the others that pull this all together. It's not a one-man show for sure.
No, Paul, the kickoff tomorrow is like 5:30. So what time does your day start as far as getting everything ready?
Well, 9 o'clock is when the bus will leave that'll have the equipment managers and the athletic trainers towards the stadium. So we've already got the stadium set up for our game. We're going to be doing a walkthrough here shortly here at UCLA, and then we'll be bussing out to the stadium so that the players can see where we're going to play, see the locker room, the field, etc., take a team photo. But about 9 o'clock is when my day gets started in terms of on my way to the stadium and making sure we have everything ready so that we want as few distractions as possible. We want to make it as close to a normal game for us as possible, and I think the coaches have done a good job of that. The football ops people have done a good job of that, of minimizing distractions and just trying to allow the focus to be on the task at hand.
Well, Paul, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck tomorrow. We'll be watching, and thanks for coming on with us at short notice, and we'll talk to you soon down the road.
All right. Well, hopefully next time we talk, we've got a big ring on our finger.
Absolutely. Go Bengals.
All right.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
That was Paul Sparling joining us from Los Angeles for the Cincinnati Bengals. We're going to take us a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the WKAC.
Congratulations to West Limestone's Tucker Weatherford, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Tucker picks up a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249. Real estate real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate real easy. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. The Play Action Sports Report is back in podcast form. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
Hello, this is Jeff Pugh, head football coach at East Limestone High School. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Now set to join us here is former linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals, Mr. Reggie Williams. Reggie, how are you this morning?
I'm doing real good. I appreciate you inviting me onto your show to talk about this great Cincinnati Bengals season.
Are you ready for it?
I am ready for it, man. I decided to not go to the game, to keep my good luck routine. I've watched every game since we came back from the Thursday night football game against Jacksonville, which we won up in Cincinnati. I've had this routine, and I'm going to keep it until after they win the Super Bowl on Sunday night.
Absolutely. No, we need to change now.
Are you wearing the same pants and shirt and everything?
No, I don't break it down that much, but I will, be comfortable. You know what I mean?
And we just got off the phone from your old trainer, Paul Sparling. He says he's looking for one more Super Bowl before he retires.
Well, I hope he gets it. Yes, Paul Sparling was there when I played, so he's been around for a long time. Our top trainer then was Marv Collins, and then I'm very, very excited about Paul's role in this game. I mean, he has a very important job. I mean, he's got to keep this team on the field healthy, well enough to play, competitive. So Paul Sparling is the right man in the right place to get this job finished.
Reggie, the media's got everybody you see in the media is thinking, well, the Rams home field, Rams is going to win it all. Tell me why the Bengals is going to win this game.
The Bengals have been very strong on the road this year. They've won more games on the road than they've lost, which was different than our Super Bowl seasons. When we went to Super Bowl 23, we won all 10 games at home, including the 2 playoff games.
Wow.
And we ended up losing, 4 regular season games, and then we lost the Super Bowl. So we ended up losing more games on the road than we won. This team is just the opposite. They're road warriors, and I hope they continue to take their power to L.A.
And Reggie, I was there for the Tennessee game, and the Titans got to Joe Burrow 9 times, and he never wavered. And I just think the way they've been playing the last 2 games, they're going to win the game. They just got that it factor. They got that momentum going.
Well, you do need that it factor, and Joe Burrow is that it quarterback. He definitely has a tremendous amount of resilience to get up and not yell at his offensive line one time, get back into that mindset of doing his job. Yes, that Tennessee Titan game was really a major upset because, the Titans had a week off. Mm-hmm. They had their top running back coming back and supposedly well rested. And it was up to the defense. The defense is what won it. And I still remember Jermaine Pratt making that, last-second interception on the goal line. So it's going to be up to our defense to really make it happen,
Yeah, I agree completely. And I think one of the main reasons why the media and people are so high on the Rams right now is because the Bengals are right now 30th in pass protection. And then obviously you're going up against Aaron Donald, Von Miller, people of the like. So what do you think the Bengals are going to come out and do to counter the great defensive front that the Rams have?
Well, the thing that you have to recognize is that the offensive line has played a whole bunch better. Since that Tennessee game. Yep. So they went into, the film room, and they went on the practice field, and they worked on their technique, and I think they're up to the challenge. All eyes are going to be on them, and they know all eyes are going to be on them. So I think they're up to the challenge. They're ready to put that game well in their rear view mirror.
I see a lot of screen passes to Joe Mixon. What about you, Reggie?
Yeah, I see they've got to establish the running game. I mean, he is such a great big running back with exceptional speed and intimidating to, DBs are going to try to come up and tackle him. If we can establish the run, that's going to make Joe Burrow even more of a factor throwing the ball to his wide array of fantastic receivers.
Yeah, and speaking of the receivers, obviously you got Jalen Ramsey on the Rams side, and people are talking about how that matchup with him and Jamar Chase is going to be very interesting to watch. But I think what people need to remember is Jalen Ramsey isn't exactly 100% shut down 100% of the time. I mean, Tom Brady's final touchdown of his career was to Mike Evans on Jalen Ramsey. So I'm curious what your take is on the Jamar Chase-Jalen Ramsey matchup.
Well, we're going to watch it unfold. They're both the best at what they do. Jamar Chase, obviously is playing beyond his rookie level. Chris Collinsworth and even Chad Johnson both said that, he's the best wide receiver already that has been in a Cincinnati Bengal uniform. I'm still number one on Isaac Curtis.
Yeah. Isaac was good.
Fair enough. Isaac was something else. But, in the absence of Isaac Curtis, I will look forward to this matchup. It's going to be an ego matchup for both players. They're going to have to live with the results for all of time. And, there are no, quote-unquote, rematches in the Super Bowl. This is an all-or-none game. So, I'm putting my faith in Jamar Chase and the rest of our wide receiving core.
Yep.
No, I think I read if Cincinnati wins, Joe Burrow would be the first quarterback to win a Heisman, a national championship, and a Super Bowl. Is that correct?
That's what I understand. And he also, I think, came very close to winning a high school championship in the state of Ohio. I think he lost in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think you're right, but yeah, I think that is true that if he does win, he'd be the first person ever to do that, which would just add to the legend of Joe Burrow.
He was a great first-round draft choice by the Bengals, and what was more impressive is how well he rehabbed himself from that knee injury of last year.
Yep.
He certainly deserves comeback player of the year.
No doubt.
No doubt. And we were talking to Paul, and Paul told him when he was riding with him when he tore his ACL, he said, I always give guys 24 hours to pout, and then we get going. And he said, there's no pouting here. He said, I'm ready to go.
Well, that's the right attitude. I've had several knee rehab, challenges, and you've got to approach it with the right attitude, and it seems like he did.
What would this do for the city of Cincinnati to win this Super Bowl, Reggie? I mean, the Reds is the last world championship team, correct?
They're the only championship team on a professional level. It would mean so much to the fans. They are super excited currently, but everyone wants to be the best. The Bengals deserve, and the Bengal fans deserve that opportunity to stand on top of the world. When you're in the same division as Pittsburgh, you deal with the Steelers fans. It's time for us to be looking them eye to eye as co-equal champions.
Yeah, well, I think it says a lot about the city of Cincinnati that, especially what Zach Taylor has come in, and he's really embodied the culture and attitude of the city, like him going to the bars and giving away game footballs. And I think he's really done a lot to really get the fan base behind him.
You're absolutely right. I mean, neither of our previous coaches, Forrest Gregg or Sam Weiss, Sam was really good with the fan, but even he didn't go into bars after the game to give away game balls. I tell you, that is such a treat for the fans. I mean, to really make it personal. Their connectivity to the players, to the head coach, to the organization. I'm really proud and really happy for Mike Brown and the rest of the Brown family. The Blackburns, Elizabeth Blackburn, Katie Blackburn, they've done such a great job of getting the fans excited, because this was the first year they even announced their Ring of Honor. And I think that was a significant message to the current players.
Yeah.
That if they play well, if they, bring a championship home to Cincinnati, they too will find their name in the Ring of Honor, and they will never be forgotten.
Wow. Well, Reggie, we appreciate you joining us, buddy. Good luck tomorrow. We'll be there watching right here around our TV sets.
I'll be watching too for my good luck spot, and I appreciate you having me on. And who they think gonna beat them Bengals? All right.
Have a blessed day, Reggie. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
That was Reggie Williams, linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals. We've got to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 WKAC.
Missed part of this week's show? Archives are available on our website. You can also hear us on your favorite podcast platform, including iTunes, Google, Amazon, and more. Just check out the podcast page at tailgatetalk.net for a list of available apps and links. We'll be back with more of Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it on our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I'm First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Carla Serrato from Tanner High School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great. Member FDIC.
WKAC wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to WKAC1080.com throughout the school year and click on the Tailgate Talk icon to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a T-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC.
Hi there, this is Dan Pastorini, former NFL quarterback, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. I'm Dave Astor alongside one Adam 12, Adam Dotson, our producer extraordinary Tim Lambert. And on the phone right now, we have the other side of the Super Bowl. We've been talking to two Bengals representatives. Now we're going to talk to a Rams cheerleader, Miss Jennifer Cobb. Jennifer, how are you today?
I am so excited. I'm seriously standing right here, shaking my pom-poms with my white boots on. Go Rams! Woohoo!
I told her she was going to have to bring the fire because she was
I'm bringing the fire because I know what I know.
There you go.
So it's going to be.
We are 4 point in the positive to win.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, are you out in LA right now?
At the moment, no. Nope, not there yet.
Gotcha.
So, yep. Okay. Had some events to attend. The Taste of the NFL, which is actually today.
Yeah.
I had to reschedule that. But, it's going to be a crazy, crazy Super Bowl. And I think what's going to make it so crazy and fun is we're coming off of a COVID year.
Yeah.
And so, unleashing everybody that are football fans. I think it's just going to be a joy to get everybody those butts in the seats just to watch the game. You know, no matter who's going to win. And I know there's, you're pulling for one or the other. But I think what it comes down to is football is just such an exciting game to watch anyway. When you get to this championship level, as we are tomorrow, it's just going to be just a firework display.
So you're planning on being out there, though, for the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'll be out there. There's actually a couple of the other NFL alumni cheerleaders that are out there at the moment and doing some charity work and just, wrapping around the city of, giving back to, the important philanthropic causes. And I know a lot of people they have a bad taste in their mouth. Kroenke took the Rams from St. Louis back to L.A. But it was a great run. We had an amazing, the greatest show on turf here in St. Louis for many years. To be a part of all of that, Kurt Warner just released his movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Not yet.
But it's a tearjerker. I mean, the little boy that plays the role in the movie will just tug at your heart. And whether it's a Rams player or any other, it's a true story of an underdog that made it happen and what it took in his life to get to that pinnacle of life accomplishment as a world champion football quarterback. Player. It's just heartwarming. And I think if you take the football out of the whole equation, I think it goes to say each one of us are battling as an underdog in our own life and what we're trying to accomplish to get to a Warner level. And it's just it makes such a great story. But yeah, I'm of course pulling for the Rams. I know the Bengals are the underdogs, but the odds are 4+, so they have to win by 4. So I think if I had to place my bet, it'd probably be on the Bengals.
Yeah,
I think there's going to be yeah.
And congratulations to Coach Dick Vermeil getting in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Dick Vermeil's getting the Hall of Fame, which is an honor. And Tom House, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Tom. He is just the quarterback arm coach in the NFL. He's what made Brady, Drew Brees, and Tebow, and some of the just amazing quarterbacks in the NFL. He's the coach that all the quarterbacks want to go to. But he also, on the other side, has coached Nolan Ryan and some of the greatest pitchers in the major league. He himself was a pitcher and did very well, but took himself out and spent many, many years strategically studying the science behind the arm. He's written many, many books, and he's kinesiology and biomechanics behind the science of the momentum and the movement of the arm, whether it's throwing a football or throwing a baseball. He is just an incredible man. I got to meet him last weekend in Baton Rouge, actually filming a documentary movie called The House of Arms. It's about his life and what he has done as a man to help create some of the greatest NFL players and pitchers of all time. And many of them are in the Hall of Fame. And unfortunately has Parkinson's, and how he manages Parkinson's on a daily basis. As he has coached some of the greatest, he's now using the same concept in his own life personally. He is actually being honored, given the Legacy Award at the National Football Club in Arizona, February 26th. I'm going to be part of it. We're going to be filming some of the movie there at the awards banquet. My role in the movie is a caregiver. As a daughter, my father has Parkinson's, and how important the caregiver's role in the life of somebody who's managing the disease, how important it is. And so in terms of Tom, yes, Marie, his wife, is so important, but guess how many caregivers are on the road with him as a coach and as a leader in the industry, as he's helping through camps, athletic camps for the young generation coming up. he's coaching them to become some of the greatest individuals for themselves in their lives, how he's just making a huge difference. But all of those people that surround him on a daily basis are his traveling caregivers.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing what truly goes into someone who's going through it, how important that hope and comfort is to give back to them so they don't lose in sight who they truly are. But I'm just honored to be a part of not only the movie, but to be there as he receives that legacy award.
Yeah. And Tom was the guy that caught Hank Aaron's 7-15 ball in the bullpen for the Braves.
Yes. Yep.
Well,
Tom House.
That's really
Isn't
cool.
that amazing?
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I'll have to check that out for sure. And all of that, the movie, the ceremony, all of that, I think that's all really
Yeah,
interesting.
Brady's in the movie. Breeze is in the movie.
Okay.
There's a lot of different baseball players. Randy Jackson, he's in the movie. And just a lot of the Nolan family, they speak. A lot of these players, these guys, speak on and based of the character of this man, how he's dedicated 50 years of his life to really give back. Now he started, I don't know if you follow Tom, but he took two young men from a different country, not ever have picked up a baseball in their life, and he trained them to create $1 million arm. And after a year, they signed $1 million contracts, and they were pitching in the major leagues. So what I'm saying is, you may not be born with a talent in football or baseball, but don't let that stop you, because if you get coached, not just necessarily by Tom, but by some really good coaches, and you listen to what needs to be done behind the scenes, there's no doubt in my mind that you can create a really, really good athlete.
Yeah. And you brought up Parkinson's. Are you still with the Team Gateway to a Cure organization?
Yes, I founded it in 2016, still a part of it, Team Gateway to a Cure. We focus our efforts on the caregiver part of the disease, as my mom watching her care for my father, the important role of giving them support and comfort so that they can be the best in the home or outside the house. You know, they go through a lot of emotional ups and downs and financial hardships, and you know, at the end of their day, where do they go for their support? So they have to be a team player in the home so that the person that's battling the disease is not just labeled as a Parkinson's, you know, unable to do anything. I mean, Tom has Parkinson's, and he is just a spitfire. He does not let anything stop him.
Right.
And it's because of the people that are around him. And whether you have Parkinson's or you're not diagnosed with anything, you need a good group of people around you in order for you to be the best that you need to be. And if you don't have that group around you, you need to really take a look at who your surrounding people are. Because at the end of every one of our days, we're trying to be the best version of who we are, whatever that is for each individual.
I find it interesting. We've talked, I think, probably maybe more about the behind-the-scenes stuff today. We talked with the Cincinnati Bengals head athletic trainer, Paul Sparling, earlier today, too. So, and of course, that's behind the scenes,
Right.
Of course, you don't realize how much magic is going on outside the field. You see these guys and all in their uniforms, dressed on the field at the pinnacle of their career. And, when they're done and they take their helmets off and they walk to the locker room, there's so much that goes on, from a mental to nutrition to hydration, and, hydration early, hydration often, and all of the science to a cellular level that goes into making a great athlete. The ones that show up and do what the coaches say are the ones that excel. And the ones that want to, throw tantrums and kick and scream the whole way through won't be making it. I'm just going to tell you, long term.
Right.
And whether you like Brady or not, he had talent, but he perfected it. Yeah. And he listened to the ones that mentored him all along the way. Yeah, okay, he's got 7 rings, and you don't get 7 rings, and to that level without doing all of the homework behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You talk to so many amazing coaches along, the radio show, and I'm sure you've heard it, often many times, whether it's Little League or the big leagues. They've got to listen to the mentors that are around them and follow their advice. 50 years of advice from Tom House, I think he's qualified.
Absolutely. And I think you bring up a good point about how the mentality and the mental health has become a much more of an impact and a much more of a focus in modern day sports than what it used to be.
Yeah, and a lot of people may not know this, but from a psychology standpoint, many of the injuries from players have nothing to do with plays. You're like, what does that mean, Jen? What are you talking about? It's trauma from young age, meaning you may have been that little boy that mom said, hey, you can't have the cookie. And for one boy, it could have affected emotionally, like devastated him. And for another boy, it just kind of, blows it off. But that one that couldn't have that cookie and said no to, and it traumatizes in the muscle to a cellular level, and it carries on through the years to when they're on the field. And unless you let that trauma go, there's been research that's been done that when you treat that trauma in a psychological cellular level, a lot of these athletes cure themselves. They may have pulled hamstrings, and they may have ACL issues and be, scheduled for surgery, and then they get treated to the emotional cellular level.
Yeah.
And it's like almost a miracle. It's almost kind of like, you're making this up, Jen. I'm not. It works, and it's been done time after time after time. Why do you think that you see a lot of these emotional sports psychologists on the sidelines with these players?
Yeah.
They do the training. They do the training 6 times out of the week. The other day, they're on the field playing. Well, those 6 days of the week are not necessarily playing football. They're recovering. 4 of those 7 days are recover days. Yeah. Their trainers are massaging their muscles, tendons, ligaments. They're going through hot and cold baths. They're doing nutrition. They're doing stretching exercises. They're working the opposite ligaments and tendons that are on the play field. A lot of cross training. So they're not necessarily, playing football every single day that they're on the field. The same goes for any other athletes. My son is an incredible runner, but Tom's going to work with him and make him an incredibly fast runner backwards. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it's old school, because if you train constantly forward, you're putting a lot of stress on the forward momentum. But if you train the opposite, how much stronger will you be going forward? So there's a lot of greatness that comes from these mentors that are around you. Not necessarily have to be Tom House, but when you're coached to that level, you just have to listen to the coaches and follow what their advice is.
Right.
Well, we haven't talked any cheerleading with you.
Oh, cheerleading. Okay.
This is one question I was going to ask you.
Yeah. Tell us about being a cheerleader on that big stage.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast. We're on the field, call times at 6:30. We practice about 2 hours before the game, go through, positioning, go through each of the routines, and, blocking where we're supposed to be, space perception, and then we're back in hair and makeup in the locker room. We have a little lunch, and then we're on the field at about 11:15 for the tunnel. And then we're on the field for 3.5, 4 hours, and we rotate, each quarter. From one side to each corner, the lines will move. And then after the game is over, you go back and, you shower, get ready, and we'll leave the stadium. And that's a good, 10-hour day.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people realize how much time and attention goes in. Yeah, of course, you see the beautiful women on the field, and they're in uniform and they look gorgeous, and they're cheering and bringing entertainment to the stadium and the fans. But in order to be on that field and secure a uniform, just like the players, there's a lot that goes into the selection process. can't just show up and be a good dancer. It's the whole package. You have to be able to represent the brand, the team, the business. You have to be able to talk and interact with your fans and have just a really good emotional well-being, so that you represent this as an ambassador forever. Because when you retire and you come off the field, that ambassadorship will carry it on while you represent that brand, just like the players do.
Yeah. Well,
but it's a lot of fun. It's when you see a lot on that field. One of the big questions, Chen, do the players get like timeouts to go to the bathroom? No. So hey, coach, I have to go. Can I use the restroom? No, you don't go. Like, you don't leave and you're cheering. You're like, excuse me, can I have a bathroom break? Maybe at halftime, but they use the bathroom on the sidelines. And they have these bikes, and they warm up, and they're constant. It's very, very methodical.
Yeah.
On every single second that is on that field, it's already been strategically thought out.
Well, Jennifer, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck to the Rams tomorrow. We'll be watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, and go Rams, and I hope you guys have a great time watching the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Hey, absolutely. Safe travels, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
Okay, take care. God bless.
That was Jennifer Cobb, our Rams cheerleader. We're going to take a quick break. You listen to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 WKAC.
Broken bones, burns, allergies, asthma, or other such injuries or illnesses may not be life-threatening, but you still don't want to be waiting around forever in the emergency room. A Proxy Urgent Care in Madison provides a fast, pleasant experience for those unwanted occasions. Open 6 days a week, a Proxy Urgent Care accepts most insurance plans. A very affordable self-pay price is available as well. They also offer vaccinations, blood pressure checks, sports physicals, and more. Ask about their at-home COVID test, too. A Proxy Urgent Care, spelled APPROXIE, located at 101 Ivory Place in Madison between Zaxby's and O'Reilly's. Call 325-0236. A Proxy Urgent Care.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
The new year is upon us, and 2022 gives you too many reasons to upgrade. With Ardmore Telephone Company's broadband internet, you will be more productive working from home, enjoy seamless streaming, and blast your competition with more bandwidth. There are too many benefits to list. Upgrade your internet service today. Call ATC at 800-830-9946. New internet customers get the first month free.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair.
Hey, this is Dan Clemens Boys basketball coach Frankie Sullivan, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. 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 I said I'm all about that action.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. And we saved our best for last. Y'all heard of Gulliver's Travels? Well, let's talk about AP's travels. I think he's in Malibu right now. Is that right, AP?
Yes. Good morning. So glad to be in Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama, live from West LA, Malibu, California.
Well, how do you see the game going, AP?
Well, I spoke to Joe Cool yesterday a number of times, and he's sitting in the stands at UCLA Drake Stadium. That's the track and field complex for the Bruins, and relaxed as can be with those sunglasses and answering questions. And I'm so confident in his abilities to withstand any adversity that will happen during the game. And I kind of look at it from the two quarterbacks' perspective. Matthew Stafford, I think, is close to a record. I think it's 315 yards more. He might set a record, but I have this feeling that he might give it away one time.
Yeah.
And if it's going to be a close ball game, that might be the difference. I think they'll sack Joe Burrow, I'm going to say half a dozen times. I don't think they'll be able to block Aaron Donald and Von Miller. But in spite of that, he withstood the 9 sacks from Tennessee. Of course, their quarterback was not as good, Tannehill. But I still think that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, his running buddy at LSU, T. Higgins from Clemson, and CJ. I think CJ will play. CJ?
Yeah, he's playing.
Uzama.
He's playing.
Yes. And Joe Mixon is a good running back. I like him over Cam Akers myself personally. They're both very good. I think Joe Mixon. And then the kicking game's solid on both sides. I think it's going to be a tight ball game. It's going to be difficult to stop Kupp and Odell Beckham Jr. And, Matthew Stafford, he's having a pretty hot playoff himself.
AP,
yeah.
No disrespect for Tim's team, the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, but I just think Cooper Kupp is the MVP of the league.
Yes, 2,000 yards, right? Something like that.
No offense to the Packers.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing with Cooper Kupp is, I mean, let's say he gets a couple touchdowns, 100-something yards, and Rams win the Super Bowl. I mean, he has arguably one of maybe the greatest season by a wide receiver of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, winning the Triple Crown and a Super Bowl.
Absolutely, yes. You can put it in that context, most definitely. Yeah, he's amazing.
Well, I think they need to do the MVP like they should do the Heisman Trophy winner. Wait till the season's over with.
Maybe so. Yeah, maybe so. No rush, right? No rush. But I guess they feel probably that this is the MVP of the season, regular season, not the entire season. I guess that's the way they do it. It's similar to the college football, right? You don't get the Heisman or the Maxwell Award or some of the other ones after the bowl games.
Yeah.
It's similar. So, because not everybody has a chance to shine in that moment.
And please get rid of the Pro Bowl. I don't want to watch a bunch of old guys playing two-hand touch.
No, that has to move on.
Yeah, but I'm interested. I'm interested in your perspective. I mean, so everyone seems to be talking about the front seven of the Rams against the Bengals offensive line, but you've brought up what I think is very interesting in Matt Stafford and Odell Beckham Jr. I think a lot of people, obviously, when OBJ was on the Browns, he kind of got overlooked just based on how they ran their offense. But now he has seven touchdowns since he got on the Rams, and I just think I appreciate you bringing up Stafford and OBJ because I don't think enough people are talking about them.
Oh yeah, they're dynamic. They could be a dynamic duo as well. I mean, Kupp and Odell Beckham. What if they believe that they must stop Kupp over Odell Beckham Jr. and he's the man of the day?
Yeah,
I mean he's a generational talent.
And he still has that ability.
Yeah,
and all it takes is that one moment. We've seen it from other players in the Super Bowl, guys that I can't even remember their name. I remember the guy from the Washington team had the 206 yards rushing, I think it was at the time. Was it Tim Smith? What was his name?
Yeah, Tim Smith, yeah.
Okay.
Against the Broncos.
And then Desmond Howard, right? He had the kickoff return.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was the MVP.
And then you got Plaxico Burress, for the Giants.
Right.
Yeah. And
right, he left his pistol home or something.
Yeah.
And AP, what does it say about the SEC? 23 guys from the SEC will be playing in the Super Bowl tomorrow.
You can't make that up. I mean, that's the telling tale of talent in that league. It's just amazing. And most of the time, I tell people the SEC, they have speed, and they have big people that can chase the quarterback. That's the distinction in my eyes.
Did you see the quote by C.J. Ozuma? He said if the Bengals win, he would take a bath in Skyline Chili.
I saw that.
Oh yes, I saw that. And we were talking to Joe Burrow yesterday, and somebody asked him that question if he would do the same, and I think he was kind of tepid on the idea.
Oh me. Well, AP, we got a packed show, and we wish we could talk more, but we got to get on out of here. Applebee's is ready to open up and get us out of here to where they can give some tables away. But we appreciate you joining us. Have a great time. Root for us.
Thank you.
Root hard for us.
Thank you so much.
And safe travels back to East L.A.
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And we're glad. I'm glad that Auburn situations, they figured it out.
Yeah,
leave that man alone. He's got some flaws, probably like we all do. Let him coach and stop wasting $18, $20 million every time you don't like something.
Amen.
Completely agree.
Amen. Well, AP, we'll talk to you next week, buddy. Safe travels.
Y'all be good. Thank you.
All right, sir. Well, that wraps up another weekend of Applebee's Tailgate Talk alongside our producer extraordinaire, Tim Lambert, 1 Adam 12, Adam Dotson. I'm Toad J. Vassar. Appreciate y'all listening. We'll talk to y'all next week. This has been Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 WKAC.
Peace.
You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill on Highway 72 East in Athens, just off I-65. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.